and welcome back. If you're just joining me, then hi, and if you're coming back, then welcome back. In this video is going to be a bit of a rant. I have recently had to leave my university course because Student Finance has decided that they will not give me finance to fund my course. I know. Right, let me go into a little backstory for you guys. I did a few years ago, back in 2015-2016, I did a HND in spa management. I'm not going to mention the college's names because I don't think that's fair, but I did a HND in spa management back in 2015-2016. Unfortunately, I had the unfortunate event of actually having a motorbike accident where I was seriously hurt. I had and still have permanent nerve and muscle damage all the way down my right side. I broke both my hands, and so therefore I had to withdraw from that course at that time, and I went back and redid my first year. I failed, but anyway, fast forward to this year, I decided to do a HND in specialist makeup. I put my finance form in around June time and didn't hear anything back. Just the usual, confirm your income, confirm this, confirm that, which I did. And then on the 3rd of September, the day before I went to go down to enroll on my new course, they sent me saying that I wouldn't get finance. But because I had an accident back in 2015-2016, I could apply for compelling personal reasons, which is other known as CPR. So I sent off to Student Finance Wales the hospital report they had at the time, police report and hospital fracture clinic report. Sent them all the emails between me and my other college, but we repeated my first year, blah blah blah. Yes, I had to drop out. Even the HE manager of the other college said that I could apply for compelling personal reasons because I had an accident to gain a year back. So I've had, technically speaking, yes, I have had 2 years worth of finance, but I'm trying to claim 1 year back because I had an accident and I couldn't go and finish that course. So I sent all of that off, and they said that I needed a letter from my previous college confirming the reason why I dropped out. I thought, right, okay, fine. Got in touch with the other college, sorted that out, had a letter back, sent that letter to Student Finance. And then a couple of days ago, I had another email from Student Finance stating that my evidence is insufficient. Bearing in mind now, they've had a hospital report, a hospital admissions report, a police report, a fracture clinic report, several emails from my college, plus that letter said from my other college saying why I left, which was because of my injuries and I couldn't complete the practical side of that course because there was a practical element to that course. I sent them all of that off, and they are still saying that my evidence is insufficient. How can they say that my evidence is insufficient? So because they are still refusing, and I'm still trying to figure out how on earth the hospital report, the police report, the fracture clinic, emails plus a letter from the other college is insufficient. I don't understand that myself. But I've had to withdraw from my now course, which, by the way, I never wanted to do. I didn't take that decision lightly. I just can't afford. The course I was on was like £4,500. I don't have that kind of money. I don't know anybody that does. If you have, great, so good, happy days, blah blah blah. But the thing that has bothered me the most is the fact that Student Finance is still refusing to acknowledge that my accident is a compelling personal reason. I don't understand how that can be. I really don't, and it's really frustrating me. And the way they've said they've had until June to let me know all this. Bearing in mind, my application went into them in June, so they've had June, July, August, and August. They've had 3 months to tell me that they wouldn't give me this finance, and they sent me an email. I was enrolling on the 4th of September. They sent me an email on the 3rd, a day before I was enrolling. I just don't understand how they can say that. All the evidence I've sent them about 10 different emails between me and my other college. They've had 3 different reports from 3 different ones. Like I said, they've had a hospital report, a police report, a fracture clinic letter, about 10 emails between myself and my other college, plus a letter from my other college stating yes, I left because I found it increasingly difficult to do my course because of the practical element due to my injuries. I came off a motorcycle, a car had hit me, and I came off my bike, and I still to this day, I will never fully recover from my accident. Yes, I'm okay, you know, thank God, do you know what I mean? But I will always have problems with my right shoulder and my right hip due to the fact that that's the side that I landed on, and I have permanent nerve and muscle damage all in my right shoulder and in my right hip. That will never get better. It's as best as it's gonna ever get. I've recovered to the best as I can. I even actually had to have physio on my hip and my shoulder due for my accident. How can Student Finance Wales say that all this evidence, and it's all supporting the fact that I had an accident, is seen as insufficient? What on earth qualifies as sufficient evidence if not what I've already given them? They've had the letter from the college stating that yes, this is the reason why I left. They've had that, and yet they're still asking me for a letter stating that why I left. They've already had that. But anyway, I'm still gonna fight this. I'm not gonna let this drop. You know, hopefully in next year, the year after, I can go back and redo my course. But in all honesty, this has put me right off going and doing a HND in anything. It has put me completely off. I may or may not do it, but I am not going to let this drop. They will have to acknowledge at some point whether I've got to go and see a solicitor. I don't know, but it's starting to look that way that I might have to go and see a solicitor about this. But I'm not going to let this drop. I'm not. It is not fair. It is not on. You know, I never asked to be in an accident. I never wanted to drop out of my last course anyway. But I had to. I had no choice, and I never want to drop out of this one either, which I just don't feel I had any other choice but to drop out. I'm absolutely gutted. I'm fuming. I'm not happy, as you can tell by this video, and I'm sorry it's a bit of a rant, guys, but I just want you guys to know that, you know, a little update and stuff. I'll have another little update because I've had other issues going on with a neighbour of mine, but I'm not going to go into that now until all that is sorted, because, you know, it's still quite fresh and stuff. But yeah, I just wanted you guys to know that I am no longer in university because of Student Finance Wales refusing to help and refusing to give me this finance. But what can I do? I'm just gonna keep on and on and on about it. But anyway, that's all for this video. If you like it, then please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.